Yo, YouTube, man. I know it's been a minute. It's been a long time since I've been on the camera, and it's a whole bunch of questions. And I thought way after way where to take the content, how I'm gonna make the comeback video, all this and that, man. But regardless of all them questions, now I'm gonna just go ahead and be getting straight into it. I'm gonna be going ahead and addressing all of the points, so I can go ahead and take my content in a different direction of what I want to do, actually, right? So first of all, I know the highly addressed it, highly question, whatever, forget all the elaborate words, man. A lot of people want to know, am I still doing SMMA? To answer y'all's question, short and simple, straight to the point, no. I'm no longer doing SMMA, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain everything, the whole rundown. It's not that I gave up on business, it's just when I started business, I was trying to do it in a way, I was trying to do whatever. I was caught up in the hype of what's the best business model, this and that. And so I was comparing drop shipping, SMMA, affiliate marketing, content creation, whole bunch of stuff, right? And so back then I pretty much just landed on SMMA. But when I started to learn actually how these SMMA guys have to make their money and how some of these business models are set up, once you get in them, it's kind of like you're stuck. And I realized that I didn't want that for myself. You get this SMMA, you scale it up, and now you have to have all these employees. You're in a room all day isolated. That's probably one of my top least favorite parts about the SMMA business model. Yeah, it might seem like it's fun doing a cold calling and your entrepreneurial Sigma male grind set, just sitting down in the room all day, grinding away, monk mode as they call it. But the monk mode is really like, I don't like that concept. Like, all it is really is just you're isolating yourself away from reality in order to make a whole bunch of money. Like, yeah, you can come out successful in the end on the other side, but it's like in reality, you're gonna be taking a hit in so much more ways than you realize, especially socially. Because say, for instance, you do put your head down and grind for so many months until you get the bag, until you get the money you're supposed to get, right? Now, when you've gotten it, look around, you've cut everybody off, you cut off all of your friends, you cut off your family. Now, what do? Do you step back into the new world? Because your life and getting money is built around this grinding, this in the room and isolation. Now you can put systems in place to help it run itself, like run by itself a little more smoothly, and who you hire and all. But I don't know, man. I just didn't like that concept of making money, and those things are what it came with. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. And so, long story short, and I'm not really trying to make like an apology video or something like that. I just know the majority of my audience right now is built off of SMMA. So I just want to explain and address that to y'all of what's going on with that before we get into this new direction I'm finna take the channel, right? So instead, I was like, what's another skill and another opportunity that I could really just capitalize on right now, that I could still have scalable income, time freedom, a little bit at least, to figure out kind of where I want to go and just kind of have more freedom to do what I want to while still being my own business. So one thing I thought about, if you guys been on the channel and did a little bit of searching and whatnot, you go back to my old videos and you see a lot of barbering content, a lot of hair content. That's kind of where I entered in on the channel, in kind of like a hair space and a barbering space. So I was like, you know what? I might just try to go to barber school. It's a trade. It's not one of the common trades you might think, like electrician or plumbing or whatever. But it's kind of like its own little hidden thing where if you are really good as a barber, say for instance, you feel me, you're charging like $30 a cut, and you're doing what? All right, so 8 hours a day. I mean, an hour for a cut. When you really get good and you really get fast, I mean, you can really do like 2 cuts in an hour. So do the math on that, right? 30 cuts, 8-hour day. Let's just say as a new barber, $240 a day. But that's if you're, you have a lot of other expenses, you have other fees and stuff like that. But then you do it 6 days a week, $1,200 a week, roughly $4,000 a month. And that's just starting. That's only doing 1 cut an hour at $30 a cut. That's not even counting in tips. But, brand new barber making 40, 50K. And I figured, okay, I had a freedom through that to kind of still think about the content side and work those little bit of hours. When I'm not working, I'm in the shower right now, I just feel like I'm chilling, man. I just feel like I'm kicking it at the job, scrolling a little bit more than I should be, thinking constantly every day how I'm gonna come back on my YouTube channel, how I'm gonna, what direction I'm gonna take the content. So that's just kind of a little update for you guys right now. I'm doing the barbering thing, man, and I want to take the barbering money and I want to put the barbering money into something else as investments while still having the social aspect, man, being out in the mix. Because honestly, I don't really like to be stuck at home, isolated. Now, if you like that, e-commerce, drop shipping, SMMA, those are your perfect business models for you if you want to be and stay in your introverted self and not really branch out like that or be in social settings. But I would say I am introverted more so, but I do like to be out a lot, out and about, out in the mix, regardless. I'm like a extroverted introvert. So I just kind of had to switch it. And it's not to say that I'm correct for my way. My way is better. These ways are worse or whatever, man. It's really just an individual thing at the end of the day, you feel me? So I just had to switch up what works for me. But as far as where the channel's gonna go, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I've been plotting on it for a long time. How can I make business content still, or something like that? But honestly, I really want to do vlogs. So I think I'm gonna do vlogs, man. I think I'm gonna start doing like just daily vlogs, simple day in the life. Hold up, my bad. But yeah, just probably like simple daily, day in the life. Every day I'm gonna try to do it if I can, just to really kickstart the channel. And I'd be more than glad to bring some of you guys over that's followed me from my SMMA journey and stuff, documenting that. And that's really all it was, man. The SMA stuff, it was a journey. It was supposed to just be documenting what I was doing with that business, how it was going, and just how it turned out. And I ain't gonna lie, I really started to turn more towards doing the YouTube stuff than actually working on the agency. And that's really was my focus the whole time with YouTube, but I just kind of wanted to have something always to make the YouTube videos about. I didn't want to just be this YouTuber where you have to make I tried 5 1-star hotels and this was my experience. But I ain't gonna lie, bro, now I'm starting to lean more towards that type of stuff, because trying to put myself in this box for my content and whatnot, I feel like it was holding me back. I have really too much of analysis paralysis. I'll wait and try to make sure I have the perfect timing for something, try to make sure it's set up perfectly. But I'm trying to get out of that mindset right now, man. I'm trying to just start putting it out and then just refine it along the way. That's really how you make the most progress, because if you just wait around, and take it from me, you guys, if it's anything y'all want to do, man, whether you still want to go in on SMA, whether you want to go in on YouTube, you're going on your clothing brand, on your job, whatever it is, man, I say if you can, just figure out the minimum effort that you need to make it at least decent quality of whatever that thing is, and just start, bro. Just start it, figure it out along the way. The hardest part is starting. Once you start to get in that flow state, and then you can just, more of it just comes to you a lot better, a lot faster. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's this first video, man. I don't want to drag it out too much or make it too long. Just want to give y'all the channel update, and then probably after this video from here on out, you're gonna start seeing different vlogs. And I'll be honest, I might throw some, I'm probably gonna throw some public interviews in there, showing you guys a lot more of my personality, actually, of me like out and about in the mix, you know. So that's just really it. I look forward to going on this journey with y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.